It is now my privilege to welcome the Harvard School of Dental Medicine Class of 2026 student speaker, my best friend and roommate, Aryeh Iosif. Aryeh grew up in Westfield, New Jersey, arguably the best state, where he developed a passion for helping others alongside a love for the arts. He earned his bachelor's degree in biology with minors in theater and women and gender studies from Rutgers University. When we first met over Zoom on Accepted Students Day, I was instantly drawn to his energy and decided that I wanted to be his friend. Aryeh has become a driving force in our HSDM community, bringing people together through compassion, humor, and care for others. Whether it be advocating for peers, organizing class traditions, or making everyone laugh during the most stressful moments, he leads with warmth and service. As class president, Aryeh has embodied leadership and community. He also serves as an usher at the American Repertory Theater, helping welcome audiences across the larger Harvard community. Aryeh will train in pediatric dentistry at UCLA following graduation, where he will undoubtedly make each child's dental experience uplifting. His remarks today are entitled "The Story We Share." Please join me in welcoming my dear friend, the light and joy of our class, our Mr. President, Aryeh Iosif.
I'm gonna try not to cry standing in front of everyone. But thank you, Chris. It is an honor to call you my best friend, and I'm glad I did not scare you away during those Zoom sessions that we had. Anyway, thank you everyone, and especially thank you to my fellow classmates and now fellow colleagues. Before I begin, I want to take a moment on behalf of my entire class to thank all of the parents, siblings, friends, family, chosen family in the audience. I also want to personally thank my mom and my dad, we're sitting over there, who have made countless sacrifices to allow me to be here speaking to all of you. Thank you to my sister Leah for being a role model for me all of my life, my friends back home, my uncle and my aunt who are also sitting over there, and my family in South America. Gracias por todo. Additionally, to all of our professors, clinic faculty, mentors, and patients who sat in the dental chair for 4 hours as we completed one filling, thank you for all the valuable lessons you have taught us. We promise to make you proud. A few months ago, I asked my classmates at our annual ski trip, which I'm declaring now is gonna remain a year-long tradition, so get ready. But either way, I asked them to describe our 4 years at HSDM in one word. Words like chaotic, stressful came pretty easy, and some other ones that I probably should not mention up here. But 3 words did stick with me: community, impact, adventure. While they may seem unrelated, they perfectly capture our time at HSDM and the lives we'll carry forward after today. So, I want to walk through our present, our future, and our past through these 3 words. Let's start with where we are now, community. We've always talked about how close our class is, but we built more than just friendship. It showed up in the moments we supported each other, from checking someone's prep right before a faculty comes over, to celebrating anything we deem a good excuse for a trilogy party. We all made an unspoken commitment to show up for each other. But each one of our communities is bigger than our small but mighty class. Each one of our communities is made up of our roommates we have nightly debriefs with, friends we met through running clubs or line dancing nights, and family who listen to you complain about the lab sending yet another crown that does not fit. Although the people around us might change, community does not end here. Dentistry has never been a solo profession. You'll find your community working alongside teams of assistants, hygienists, clinic managers, but also in the people you return home to, the friends you have weekly FaceTime calls with, and mentors who shape who you become. Because without your community, none of this works. Not the career we are going into, nor the person we are destined to become. Community isn't just for one part of your life. It is what connects all of it. So, if community is what carried us to this point, then impact is what we will carry forward. We are entering professions built around people. Every day, we will meet patients who are in a vulnerable state, whether in pain, anxious, or simply hesitant to place trust in us. I get it. Dental visits are not something people usually look forward to. However, impact is not always measured in the size of the procedure, but rather in how people leave the dental chair feeling. It's found in the extra moments we may take to listen to our patients, the patience we show to ease someone's nerves, and the trust we can build in one single appointment. Our patients may only be with us for an hour, and hopefully less, but in that time, we become part of each other's stories. Sometimes a patient's laugh may remind us of a friend, or their humanity may remind us of someone we love. In those moments, the distance between provider and patient begins to feel a little smaller. Maybe that is what impact truly is, remembering that every patient is far more than a procedure or a treatment plan. They are someone's parent, they are someone's child, they are someone's whole world. Those are the moments that will make this profession meaningful. Yet, meaning does not always announce itself in the moment. And that brings me to the past with the word adventure. During my very first patient interview during POM, I met a volunteer who told me she was an archaeologist. As a D1, still trying to find my footing and too scared to ask the actual important medical questions like, what is your sexual history? I don't know. I asked her instead what it was like discovering artifacts, traveling, and going on these incredible adventures. She said something I've carried with me. You don't realize it's an adventure until you look back. At the time, I couldn't fully understand what she meant, but now, standing here, I do. Because looking back on these past 4 years, I see it clearly. The early mornings in class, the late nights in lab, the moments doing something for the first time in clinic, or taking an exam where every answer was A. We also had the more exciting moments. The first patient who gave you a compliment, finally passing that summative, our Friendsgivings, and even meeting each other during the first time during orientation. The stress, the growth, the laughter, the setbacks have all become part of something bigger. It's become our story. And what makes it even more meaningful is that it's only ours. We are the only ones who can say we lived this experience together as graduates of the class of 2026 from HSDM. And now, while we may take on separate adventures to residency programs and jobs, different coasts and parts of the world, we will always be connected by 4 years and by the people who stood next to us through it all. It truly is an invisible string that doesn't just connect memory, but connects how we all move forward and how we will treat our patients. In the end, our adventure was never just about what we went through, but who we went through it with. I couldn't have imagined a better group of people to get through this with. So thank you for being there for me and for everyone else sitting under this tent. So, as we get ready to say goodbye, I want to congratulate you all. 4 years ago, in our medical school classes, we always heard the phrase doctors and dentists. But starting today, they can go ahead and change that because it's just doctors. So, before we leave, take one last moment. Turn to the person next to you, give them a hug, a kiss, whatever it is. It took hard work, perseverance, and sometimes a lot of flexibility to survive dental school. But we did it. Congratulations, class of 2026. It has been the adventure of a lifetime.